Chakrabarti as accused number 1. The Bihar government tells the Supreme Court Riya overdosed him on medicines, alienated him from his family, and from his Kotak bank account 15 crores has been transferred. What is the truth? Welcome to this episode of The Legal Eagle with me, Rhythm. Before we show you a super exclusive interview with the one and only Mukul Rohatgi, here's our exclusive report.
They've been forced to take the auto. Denied crucial files in the case. And forcefully quarantined.
ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझे क्वारंटाइन किया गया। हाँ, ये जरूर है कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन को क्वारंटाइन किया गया। बिहार पुलिस मुख्यालय ने भी लेटर लिखा है और उसमें स्पष्ट रूप से वर्णित है कि हम लोग इन्वेस्टिगेशन तो नहीं कर पाए।
The non-cooperation from the Mumbai police has forced the family to demand a CBI investigation.
मुख्यमंत्री जी, क्या पिताजी सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के उन्होंने आपको अप्रोच किया है सीबीआई प्रोब के लिए?
हमने तो पहले से ही कहा था कि उन लोगों ने एफआईआर दर्ज किया है और ये बिहार पुलिस का कर्तव्य ड्यूटी है, लीगल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, उसके आधार पर इन्वेस्टिगेशन करे और अगर उनको का सुझाव होगा कि हाँ सीबीआई में इसको रिकमेंड किया जाए तो हम लोग तत्काल कर देंगे। तो हम पहले ही से कहा था आपको। तो आज डीजीपी से बातचीत हुई है उन लोगों की और डीजीपी को उन लोगों ने अपना कंसेंट दिया है कि हमारा सीबीआई से इंक्वायरी इसका हो जाए जो उन्होंने एफआईआर दर्ज किया। तो उसी आधार पर अब सीबीआई इंक्वायरी के लिए पूरा का पूरा उसके लिए रिकमेंडेशन यहाँ से किया जा रहा है और आज ही वो कर दिया जाएगा।
The man who advised Bihar government, the country's former Attorney General, one of the biggest lawyers in India, noted senior advocate Legal Eagle Mukul Rohatgi appeared for Bihar in Wednesday's high-pitched battle in the highest court.
In a 50-minute hearing in the Supreme Court, the Mumbai police was questioned, their behavior with the Bihar top cop was questioned. But the real twist came from the central government. Solicitor General appearing for the central government stated they accept the Bihar government's contention that the CBI should investigate the case. The wheels of justice moved fast and now it's the CBI that will investigate the Sushant death probe.
The CBI has now filed an FIR in the Sushant death case. They've named Riya as accused number 1. The Mumbai police cover-up is exposed, but Riya supports their probe. The same Mumbai police that had used every trick in the book to block the Bihar police.
नॉन कॉपरेशन का सवाल ही नहीं उठता। लीगली हम एग्जामिन कर रहे हैं कि जुरिस्डिक्शन उनका बनता है कि नहीं बनता। हम उसके हिसाब से जो भी हमारे पास करेक्ट लीगल, मैंने कहा कि मेरी जानकारी के हिसाब से तो जुरिस्डिक्शन हमारी बनती है। अगर उनके पास कोई जुरिस्डिक्शन के बारे में कोई विशेष अधिकार है तो हमको बताया जाए।
Finally, as the CBI begins to investigate, let's speak to Legal Eagle Mukul Rohatgi, who advised the Bihar government.
Let's welcome on the show now the person who's got relief for Sushant Singh's family, the man who's been at the very forefront of this battle for the Bihar government. He knows a lot more than us. Top legal eagle of the country, former Attorney General, Mr. Mukul Rohatgi, who fought this battle for Sushant Singh's family in a way and also the Bihar government. Mr. Rohatgi, a huge congratulations. Today, in one of the first hearings that I've ever seen, in a 40 to 50 minute hearing in a virtual court, the Supreme Court has today stated that the Mumbai police, the Maharashtra government, has to give their investigation to them within 3 days. I haven't seen that earlier. What have you, over the past few weeks that you're working with the Bihar government, been privy to that makes you take on this case and want justice for Sushant, sir? My first question.
So, madam, firstly, many thanks for inviting me. But I must tell you, it's not a case of congratulations. One is not winning a war. I mean, it's just any other case. It's only hyped by people like you and the media because the country only wants to hear what is going on in Bollywood. That's why it's become important. Otherwise, if you ask me, it's just an ordinary case. Now, secondly, you ask me why I have taken up that case. I am a professional. Bihar government came to me to represent them. I have agreed to represent them. It's as simple as that. Thirdly, when I saw the papers, it seemed to me that Bihar government was in the right. They registered an FIR by the victim's family. They live in Patna, and therefore it was rightly registered. As far as Mumbai is concerned, Mumbai is merely investigating the cause of death, which is in legal terms is called inquest. You must have seen movies. So there is an inquest report that only determines what is the cause of death. Death was caused by hanging. They are not investigating any criminality or any criminal antecedents attached to that case or the role of any person which may have prompted that suicide, called abetment to suicide. That is not which is being examined by Mumbai police. That is only being examined by Bihar police at the instance of the victim's family. So it is completely wrong for the media or anybody else, including the petitioner, to say that there is a conflict of investigations. There is no conflict. An inquest report investigation is not an investigation into criminality. The criminality investigation is in the FIR of Bihar, which is first registered. So if any other criminality investigation is registered in Mumbai hereafter, that must wait. And when the matter, see now, let me tell you, I frankly believe there is a very unsavory angle to this case. The Mumbai police and Mumbai municipal authorities acting in tandem have acted very, very unfairly. I mean, have you ever heard of an IPS officer going from one state police on legitimate legal work to another state and he's locked up? I mean, you call it a quarantine, but it's locking up of a senior IPS officer. I've never heard of this. And if this is to go on, the federal polity of the state, the coexistence of different states of the union will not function smoothly. I mean, it is a ridiculous proposition for Maharashtra police to say that they are doing a professional job. It is most unprofessional. And equally unprofessional is the stand of the BMC. Who told the BMC to lock up a police officer? I've never heard of this. And now, therefore, at the end of the day, the Bihar government was well advised to solve this unsavory thing and request the CBI to take over. CBI, nobody can raise a finger. It is a political organization, not with one state or the other state. If they take it over, all this chick will come to an end. And the moment the court proceedings started, the Union of India appeared and said they have received our request and have accepted that request. According to me, the case should have ended today. Once it is gone to CBI, then everything is over. Not this police, that police, this investigation, that investigation. They will do whatever they have to do. So they have to take over the FIR by Bihar.
Mr. Rodgi, at one point in this in the hearing, when we were seeing the virtual hearing, we were actually hearing you had said it seems as if Ria's councils, the Maharashtra government is arguing, and it seems the same. What did you mean, and how did you come to that conclusion? Does it seem that they're speaking the same language?
Well, not only same language, I found that the state of Maharashtra had virtually taken over the role of a petitioner. So they were not even parties. They had filed some application for intervention. That was allowed. That is all right. Now it's a matter between, he could have said, you see, it's a matter where there is a clash of two states and all that. The court will decide. But the way the state of Maharashtra was arguing, it was arguing as if it was a counsel for Ria, the petitioner. And in fact, the petitioner's lawyer hardly spoke. It was only the Maharashtra council who was arguing that everything is all right with their investigation, that this has happened and that has happened. I found that to be astounding. A state government has to realize that it is taking a neutral position. I did not say a word against the Maharashtra police. I only said
Mr. Rodgi,
the state of Bihar has sent the matter to CBI. That is all I said.
Mr. Rohgi, I also want to understand what have you, when you were trying to be you are the counsel for the Bihar government. The FIR is very clear. The FIR is saying at a lot of places, and today even the family's counsel in the court said that there was destruction of evidence by the Mumbai police. At one point he said we need to quickly have this matter again when you said the case should come up in 7 days in the Supreme Court. What sort of evidence do you think is being destroyed? Who do you think could be behind this?
No, madam, I am not privy to any information about destruction of evidence. I didn't say anything in court. Maybe the lawyer for the complainant in Patna had some information which he might have, he may have been espousing. I never said anything like that. And I expect that the Bihar government expects that the Maharashtra government and police will take it like any other case. And obviously, a police department is not expected to, destroy any evidence. And I think everybody should act in a very sane and in a very responsible manner. The learned judge was kind enough, keeping in view the urgency, to keep the matter next week. And I hope next week the matter ends and the ball should be in the CBI's court. So all these warring parties and internecine disputes should come to an end. And that's the only way this case can go on, and we should not keep dragging the name of the deceased actor. It's very, very unfortunate by dragging his name back and forth.
Mr. Rohgi, in fact, you're absolutely right, and this is what the campaign that we're carrying on also says. It's only the CBI that can come and do justice in this case. Do you feel the investigation that has been carried on by the Maharashtra government has been carried on with malice? Do you think they've carried it on properly over the last 47 days or so?
I don't want to raise any malice, but I will only tell you legally, the FIR of the Bombay police is not the nature of crime which would have been investigated in the father's FIR. The father's FIR squarely blames Ria. The father's FIR says that she is guilty of pushing their son to suicide. She is guilty of misappropriation of funds. She is guilty of giving him drugs to show that he's a mental case and other kinds of influence on the late actor. That is the nature of the complaint of the father. As far as the Maharashtra police is concerned, it is only an FIR relating to inquest. And inquest is only to determine the cause of death, not who caused it or how it could have been caused or who may have induced it. So there are two separate things. The role of the Maharashtra police, if you take on a scale of 10, the role of the Maharashtra police is barely 1 on 10, while the role of the Bihar police in this whole sordid issue will be 9 on 10. So to say that Maharashtra is doing it and Bihar has no jurisdiction is completely legally flawed and has no basis, no legs to stand on.
Absolutely. In fact, what do you make out? Because in the hearing that we were hearing, the observations that Justice Roy made, Mr. Rohgi, were very clear. It was clear the Maharashtra government is being told, come forward if there is any destruction of evidence, we want to take a look at it. Have you ever seen the court acting with such swiftness and alacrity and saying within 3 days we want to know what investigation you've done? Because the Bihar government, and they also made a mention of the Bihar government top cop who's been quarantined.
What observations are made in courts by counsel or lawyers are not really the findings in a court. Courts make observations during hearing, everybody is entitled to, but please don't be swayed by any observations. We are grateful that the learned judge spent a lot of time. In these kind of cases, normally not even 5 minutes are spent on transfer of a case from one place to another. Either it is done or not done. But the Honorable Court was kind enough to hear this case patiently, knowing and the court observing that the whole country is watching this case because he was a talented actor. It's unfortunate, it's rather sordid. So we are grateful for the court, and now let's wait for the next hearing. And I don't think anybody should make any further observation.
Mr. Rohgi, one last question. The Solicitor General, the central government, when they were supporting you, they've also said Ria Chakrabarty's role needs to be investigated and the Central Investigation Agency should do it. Is that something that the Bihar government is looking at?
No, madam, it is not a case of Bihar government. If an FIR is lodged and a cognizable offence is made out, prima facie, nobody knows what is the truth of the FIR. That is only resulting in investigation. But suppose somebody does say that because of these facts, that the lady was living with that man, with the deceased, she was living with him, they were living together, they were living like man and wife, that there was misappropriation of money or whatever, and the man did commit suicide. So obviously one party feels that there is a natural suspicion against the person who is living with him. So if that is so, then you see an FIR has to be registered and has to be investigated. Nobody knows what is the truth. Truth will come out, but the allegations are serious and they are natural. You see, the father says that they were kept away. They were not able to talk to the son. The petitioner was instrumental in keeping the son in this manner, that manner. All this will be investigated. I don't want to make any accusations. The role of the police is to register an FIR showing a cognizable offence. That's it. And then the investigation commences. So let's not blame anybody or do anything like that. Let's not preempt anything. I think we should wait for the next hearing for any further comment. Thank you.
All right. The lawyer who appeared for the Bihar government, who gave a resounding reply to the Maharashtra government and the Mumbai police, clearly speaking with Republic TV. Thank you, Mr. Rodgi, for that. And clearly, he's as astounded as us as to why the Maharashtra government was even at one point seeming to side with the petitioner. That's something we'll take a look at. Thank you for watching.
Over 50 days ago, we began our relentless investigation. The CBI will now unravel the truth. Thank you, viewers, for watching this episode of The Legal Eagle with me. See you next week.